Hey, you play any Wordle? You play Wordle?
Yeah, undefeated,
Yeah.
7 days in a row.
How fun is that?
Yeah, me and Paige are getting real toxic about Wordle.
I'm getting
We're
in.
lying, we're lying in bed, and whoever finishes first just starts talking just shit at the other person. Oh wow,
Uh,
looks like you didn't get all your vowels out, huh? Hmm. Oh,
so
that's tough. You should try and get more of those vowels.
I've gotten into Wordle, and I've been and I showed it to Punch Mom in an attempt to see if she would take the bite, but seems not to be too interested. I love like a fucking word game. I played way too much of that Scrabble app when it came out, or Words with Friends rather. So I'm down for this type of thing. I've been fucking training for it, and there's a bunch of secondary ones like Loodle, where it's like a dirty word per day, you know, or Absurdle is like a Wordle that fights you and changes its answers as you guess correctly.
I'm not playing that.
Yeah, it's
I just
insane.
want regular ass Wordle, and I want
but
to
it
see
ain't
how
bad.
high I can get the streak.
Yeah, and I'm going good on Wordle right now as well, exactly. But the interesting thing is that when you play the variants that are like, and there's even like Wordle Unlimited, you kind of start to realize that like, oh, you can game this and use strategies to like,
Oh, of course.
yeah, and I think by going into the unlimited, I kind of was like, oh shit, I've developed some approaches that I otherwise wouldn't have if I was doing this once per day. So
Yeah, no, I do the regular ass once per day, and me and Paige are engaged in a long running battle because we disagree about the way to get your letters.
do you have an opening gambit word?
Me and Paige both have completely different methods
Okay.
for trying to guess the word, and we are both convinced that the other one's is stupid
I'm
and
gonna
that
guess.
ours is superior.
I'm gonna guess that yours is put in a solid spread word and then try to build off of whatever is highlighted. If nothing is highlighted, then try something else completely differently. And I'm gonna guess that hers is put in a word, even if you get correct highlights on the first one, make a completely different word on the second line that doesn't include those letters in the hopes of discovering more of the uncovered.
You have it opposite.
Oh my god.
So my method,
Okay.
I have 3 words that I use that cover RSTLNE and all 6 vowels that I just play. And if I get correct ones, I won't include the ones that, you know, would overlap. Paige's, she wants to get the green letter. She wants to find out where it is, and then start brain smoking like what possible words could fit it with this placement.
I agree with that, and that has worked for me perfectly so far because by process of elimination, then you reduce a ton of randomized options. So whenever you see the like a correct highlight when the replay comes out, and you see the correct highlight, and then the next guesses are gray and gray, and it's like, oh, you had information, but you threw it away for discovery. For me, I've gotten like 2 or 3 line discoveries of like, oh, you just nailed the word on the third try.
Yeah, so
right?
For me, I want to knock out 15 letters, including all 6 vowels,
on your first 3 tries. Yeah, okay.
Immediately.
Okay.
Because in particular, the past couple days, there have been words that have double letters that have multiple of the same
that one.
Vowel.
Fuck that one from 2 days ago. Fuck 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that one.
bullshit.
That was a bullshit one. But I think that while I get where your approach, what I don't like with that is that you cannot get it in 1 or 2. You will have to get it in 4 minimum.
It's long. So not necessarily true because the first word I'm going to tell everyone, shh, don't use it. It's mine. The first word that I always play is stray. Because Y is hard. Y is hard to fit into another vowel word.
Okay.
Right? So, and it also covers RST. Right? So I start with that. If I get none of them, yes, I might have to do 3 of the random ones, right? But it's pretty often that I get a yellow somewhere in there, right?
Okay.
And then if I do, and sometimes I get a green. And if I get a green, then the whole remainder of the plan changes because I have a lockdown. And so I start thinking of words that could possibly fit this and don't fit this.
So
the benefit to doing the 3
Mhm.
is that you bang out 15 letters when you're even if they're all even if you only have a single yellow, right? Which you're going to have because it covers all the vowels, right? You only have 11 letters left to make the whole rest of the word, which cuts it the amount of words possible down by like a factor of 1,000,000.
I open with media, because you're getting
Media's good.
you're
Media's
getting
really good.
3 vowels off the bat is excellent, and it's not just 3
Media's
vowels;
good.
it's the 3 most common used vowels. So you get M out of the way, you get D out of the way, which are pretty common, frequently seen consonants.
Yeah.
But 3 vowels in your first strike, you're getting information no matter what. I think that's the best opening word for me. And then from that,
somebody in the chat just said audio.
that's good too.
Oh,
That's pretty fucking good. 4 vowels and audio. Solid.
Rouse.
Solid.
Oh, these are good.
Yeah. Radio as well can give you 3, if you want to, if you're going without the E. But the vowels in your first word, I think, are what matter the most, because then by paring it down to like whichever 2, you have a much reduced vocabulary of 5-letter words that have these 2 vowels in particular. You know, you're not always going to get the duplicates, of course, but like the info you get off of your vowels, for me, is how I approach the rest
People
of this.
are pointing out that Azure works.
That's 4.
That's too strong.
That's 4. That ain't bad. Yeah, I don't like the. I mean, the Y could be interesting, but I think vowels are the most informative.
Yeah, well, vowels are important in English.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I had the one the other day, the one that was fucked, right?
Yeah.
I discovered that there was only 1 vowel in it.
Yeah.
It was dead center in the word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we're speaking English here. There's only like 10 words in which this is even possible that you have 2 consonants at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
I was staring at that one like, you fucking cunt of a word. Like, what?
Dude, I was like this close because I had it completely right except for the first letter. And on guess number like 5. And I'm like, well, it has to be the other one then.
Yeah. Yeah. And the
I bet Kennedy had paid more attention to that Wordle.
And so in looking to see what the other Wordle variants are like, I checked. I found there's a bunch now. There's one that's Sweardle, where it's like guess the 4-letter swear word. And
fuck. It's fuck every day.
Well, so that's the thing is, like, right off the bat, I was like, okay, hold on a second. Arse is one of the results here. Fuck this. I'm not playing this. Like I'm not getting swear words from other countries in other
that's
fucking...
not fair. Those aren't real words.
Exactly. Fuck that. I said I like English only. Fucking arse. Get
I
out
don't know
of
what
here.
they speak in Scottyland or whatever, but it ain't English.
Yeah. So that Wordle has taken the world by storm, and good on them. They deserve it, because, you know, it's like, I think a dude made it because like his wife is really into puzzle games and then word puzzles, and then it was a private game, and then they just made it public because it's like, oh, this is really fun. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, by far the most important part of Wordle is not actually Wordle, because it's easy as shit. It's just a 5-letter word letter game with 6 tries. It's trivial as shit, and it's actually really easy. The good part about Wordle is talking about how easy it is over people that haven't solved the day's puzzle.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you're like, wow, yeah, no, I mean, it was a tough one, but I mean, it's just letters. I mean, I know a lot of words, and if you can't get it, it just means you're stupid.
How about that education system, huh? What's it like? You know, we can start talking about, all kinds of all kinds of angles you can take on that one.
Oh
But
yeah, that's a tough one. Like the most fun I've had playing Wordle by far is the other night. Me and Paige. It's 12:30. We're lying in bed, and I go, "Oh, honey, the new Wordle's out." She goes, "Oh, great." So we pop up the new Wordle. We're working on it. The really tough one, like the really tough one. And couple 10, 15 minutes in, like I do it. I was like, "Oh, that was a tough one." And then she's like, "Oh my god, I don't know. Oh, don't help me though. Like if we help each other, oh, I would hate to be helped on this one." And so would she. So she shows me it, and she's writing the correct word with the 2 L's at the end of it. She's writing it entirely, but she keeps writing it with an E at the end of it and going, "Well, that's impossible." Right? And she couldn't do it. She had to sleep on it. And like I was like, "Oh, that's. I mean, I could help you. You know, it's a tough word. If you really want some help, you could." And she's like, "No, I have to do it myself." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And that sanctimonious piece of shit smugness is where this game is really at. That's where it really comes in. Because and then the next day. Paige said she was hanging out upstairs. She messaged me on Discord. She said Wordle in 2 minutes. And then 3 minutes after midnight, she yells down, "Did it!" And I'm like, I'm still here going like, "Oh no, oh
yeah. It grays out the E. That's gray. You shouldn't click it anymore. There's a meme of like people on a roller coaster. And they're just like, wee, and they're going upwards, and it's like Wordle players during the day, and then on the other side, it's a bunch of zombies and skeletons coming down on the other roller coaster, and it's like Wordle players at midnight. You know? Yeah, Wordle is the shit.
My favorite version of that meme is like skeletons who want to be my friend, and then you're like, me surprised, but also excited to be friends with skeletons. I don't know why. It's just like, skeletons are hilarious. They've always been funny. I love them. They're my friends.
Go play Wordle and then
you can be a skeleton also.
Yeah, and you can if you want to be smug to people but you don't have anyone in your immediate vicinity, you can post your green and yellow block configuration on Twitter, and then people can see how fast you solved it and be like, "Damn. That guy's the coolest. I can't believe he solved it so fast." I saw somebody that posted like first guess 5 letters, all green, and I'm like, "Fuck you!
Fuck off! You cheated!
You're a piece of shit, bitch. Cheating cunt!
You're a liar!
You're not even real! How dare you? How dare you come at me with this energy?
You piece of shit!
I'll fucking fight you!
You fucking liar! You fucking piece of garbage!
I'll throw bows out! Fuck you!" Wild.
No, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie.
Absolute wild.
No one gets that. No, that's crap. I'll fight you. I'll get into a fist fight.
It's crazy. It's crazy. The audacity to think they can get away with it. You know, you're just gonna post that.
Consequences will never be the same.
Just the biggest cap in the world. Dude. I don't know if you've seen those pictures of dudes with like humongous caps. Just capping. Anyways, good times with Wordle.
It's maybe it's because we're old now, but it's a really fun little thing to do.
Yeah,
it's fun.
No,
it's
dude,
fun
I was playing Words with Friends, and when I was playing it, like there was some times where it would be like, "Oh, hey, there's my cousin, she's playing. Let's get a game in, or so." But then there'd also just be like random strangers, and me and this old lady just had a rivalry going for a while, and she was a beast at fucking Scrabble. It was crazy, but I had a ton of fun just like coming at her with these like real fucking hard words and getting the triple letter and the triple score on the same the triple word and triple letter score on the same word. Like, fuck you, what now? And she would keep up. It was wild, but we had a
shut up.
I had a rivalry, I'm down with the word games, man. Hell yeah. All right. So, anyways, you can check out Dark Souls continuing, Silent Hill continuing as well. And we also just started putting out some best of videos. You can have some fun collections from the 2021 LPs as well over at WoolieVersus on Twitch, WoolieVersus on YouTube.